Hello, today is September 1st, 2025. My name is Tsivilashvili. I was born in Georgia, a place where tradition and modern life meet. I never studied art formally. My background is in law, and yet, even though my profession may seem far from art, for me these two worlds balance each other. Law is about structure and definitions, while art has always been the silent language of my soul, a space without boundaries. The environment always leaves its imprint on the artist, and I am no exception. I grew up in a village near Tbilisi called Tsivilashvili, a place that has always been the most natural space for me to paint. Even now, whenever inspiration calls, I return there. Painting has been with me since childhood. My mother used to gather the whole family around the table to draw together. She paints beautifully herself, although her profession is in another field entirely. Those moments shaped me more than I realized back then. As a teenager, my passion for painting deepened. Adolescence awakens the need to express what words cannot capture. My early works were filled with emotions, dreams, questions, fragments of my daily life. Over time, my art grew more layered, more complex, but at the core, it always returns to people. Everything I perceive is subjective. If I could see the world objectively, I would paint that too. But I can't, and that is what makes my art human. The strangers I pass every day, in the metro, on the street, in crowded underpasses, they all live in my paintings, one way or another. Through my work, I want to share not only what belongs to me, but also what belongs to them. I want people to look at my art and discover themselves within it. Books have always been another source of inspiration. Kafka, Camus, Welbeck, Orwell, their words still echo in my mind and sometimes transform into colors and forms on canvas. Among artists, Picasso shaped me the most. His words, everything you can imagine is real, follow me every time I pick up a brush. Perhaps that's why my brother sometimes calls me Picasso. Recently, I went through a period where my connection to art felt fragile, almost distant. But I know these phases are part of the journey. When I return to my village and walk with my dog Snoopito in the yard, ideas start to settle into place. Most of my works are born in my imagination first, and only then do they emerge on the canvas. My family has always supported me to live fully within the world of art. My mother, my father, my brother, my whole family encourages me, and I want to return to this world more actively than ever. I believe the greatest challenge for an artist is to find their voice, that unique element that makes their work unmistakably theirs. Yet another challenge is simply to be seen. Too many brilliant artists remain invisible, unrecognized in their lifetime, only to be appreciated when it is already too late. If I could speak to my younger self, I would tell her to be braver. Yet at the same time, I wouldn't change a thing, because every choice I made shaped who I am and the artist I have become today. Changing anything in the past might have meant losing that, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I don't claim to have a special technique. My art is driven by a raw desire to create. It doesn't matter what I paint with or on, paper, canvas, or even a piece of found material left behind by craftsmen after renovations. These forgotten fragments, transformed through my brush, become alive. They carry history, traces of human presence, and yet they become entirely my own. What matters is to transfer my inner state into something tangible. When I'm in a good mood, I prefer silence as I work. When I feel low, I paint with music. Chrome sparks, massive attack, Aphex Twin, sometimes classical, sometimes alternative. Each note carries me somewhere new. One of the most powerful moments in my journey was when a teacher told me my painting had stirred an emotion she had never felt before with any other artwork. Another time, during an online lecture, my professor stopped the class just to compliment my work. These are the moments that remind me why I create, because when someone finds a piece of themselves in my paintings, I feel that my art has truly lived. What I want is for my paintings to make people pause, to make them reflect, to act like a mirror where they see themselves and at the same time something they've never noticed before. My art is not only mine, it's a dialogue, a bridge. I take something from the world and I give something back. Thank you for listening, and thank you to Art by Artists for this opportunity. If my work speaks to you, I warmly invite you to visit my Instagram page.